Enrica Melissa Panjaitan. I'm the student of Information System in Binus International University in Jakarta, Indonesia. Now, I'm going to explain you how database implements in the library. To make it more clear, I will recreate the database of my client, which is Library and Knowledge Center in Binus International University. I use SQL Server Management Studio to support me in making the database. So there are 5 tables that will be used in the database, which defines the activities of the library. Before going to the database, I will explain you the points of the activities inside the library. So the first is inputting the data of the book, which means that the officers or the staffs will input the data or the details of the books. And then the second is shelving, which means that the staff will input the book inside the shelf based on the book numbers or book type. And then the third is borrowing or returning the book. So the members of the library can borrow the books based on the limitation date that are given by the library. And then they have to return the book based on the must return date. So next is the fine payment. If they cannot return the book in the limitation days or they have the delay days in the returning the book, they have to pay the fine based on the cost of the fine that is given by the library, and then that can be paid in cash or e-payment.
So in making the database of the library, there are 5 tables that I will use. So the first is the master shelf, details of the shelf, and then the master book, details of the book, which also includes the number of the shelf. And then the third is master member, includes all the details of the member, ID, status, name, and etc. So the fourth is borrow return. It includes the borrow ID and the foreign key from the previous tables, then the date, the must return date, and return date. And the last is the fine payment. So after creating the table, we have to insert the value to each of the tables. So we use insert into the table name and values, then the data for each columns, then until the fine payment. So the next is alter table. It's one of the DDL or DML implementation in SQL Server Management. So alter table is used to add, delete, or modify columns in existing table. So here I'm using alter table to add a column name publisher inside the MS book, and then I want to add member major to MS member, so it becomes the varchar 100 because before it was text. The next implementation is join. Join is used to combine rows from 2 or more tables based on common field between them. So here I'm taking table A and table B, which means that table A from borrow return and table B from MS member. And I'm going to join borrow ID and member name, borrow that and return that. So when I'm executing this, it will become this. So borrow ID, member name, borrow that and return that are joining together.
So after we see the previous slides, we can know that database is really important to a company or organization because it is the basic data of the company. And making a database is not a really difficult thing to do because if you can group or sort the data properly, you can make the database easily. Okay, that's all about my presentation of the database in the library. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.